All right, the last person on the list is Eddie Johnson.
Good afternoon. Before I start, I want to thank a couple of people. First of all, I want to thank Dr. Finnerty and school committee person Jack DeBriga, who has given almost 5 or more decades to education and children and teachers, and you deserve an applause for that. The other person that I want to thank is Mr. Shea. Mr. Shea, Superintendent Shea, you've come in, and this ship, this rudderless ship, you have kept it on course, and hopefully the ending of all of this will be better for everyone, including teachers, students, and everyone else who's associated with education. I'm probably the only one in this room that is part of the experiment of Brown versus Board of Education. I originally am from the South, went through that scenario, and never did I think in my 60s I would see in a school system in Massachusetts where we are now have a divide and conquer and children being separated and with unequal kind of access to education with this new proposal in the privatization of public education. That's what is happening, and that's what the agenda is about. Most of the time when I speak to folks and I say to them, I said, if you're free in America, thank a veteran. If you're educated, you got a job, and you're successful, thank these teachers, thank your teachers. That's who you need to thank. Where we are now, if you go to, and all the decisions that's going to be made about charter schools come from the DESE. Well, let's take a look at New Bedford, for example. Let's look at the charter school on the Hill. Let's look at Global Charter School here. Everyone has access to that information, and that information suggests that charter schools are extremely damaging. No one can tell us, based upon the data, based upon the statistics, that these new proposals is going to change the educational network. And what it is also doing at the same time, it is taking resources from teachers, from students, and from everyone else who needs those resources. We hear these champions of these proposals give us this crap about cost neutral. There is no such thing as cost neutral. Everything costs money. So if you are now designing a system where we're going to have unequal education, and you're going to be going after challenging teachers and damaging teachers, it is not a threat coming from you. I can tell you now that there are a number of community folks that's going to stand by teachers, that's going to fight with teachers, and that we're going to fight these proposals that take away from public education. Everybody in this room.
Eddie, 15 seconds.
I beg your pardon? 15 seconds. Everybody in this room got an education either through a private school or a public school. And I would bet that 70 to 90% of the people in this classroom, you're successful because of your public education and public teachers. Thank you.